Hi, this video is to show you how to alter and edit things in Brainhoney. You'll find that sometimes as you go throughout the school year that you might want to add something to your course, you might want to take something out, you might want to just add in some information, and that's very possible to do. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do in this video. So I'm going to start out by just going into one of my courses. And we will see that on the left-hand side, it automatically comes up with the different modules and such that are for the entire course. Now, if I wanted to go and edit anything, I'd have to go up under this syllabus button. Now, I'm saying edit instead of deleting because you don't really want to delete anything from your course. Deleting is equals bad really because sometimes it can mess up other pages in your course. Sometimes things are connected and it might mess up a quiz and things like that. And anyways, it's not a good idea to delete anything. However, it's really easy to just edit something to where students can't see it and it's not in the grade book and things like that. So you can easily hide assignments. You can easily hide things that you don't want students to do or you don't want students to see. But again, I do not suggest deleting anything. Now, an example of something that you might not want students to see is this course here shows 10 modules. Now, the thing is that we're only doing modules 1 through 5 first quarter. So I might want to hide module 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 so as not to make students confused. So how I would go about doing that is coming up here under the syllabus button. So I'm just going to click on that, get that loaded up, and we'll see this is all of the information that is actually in each one of these modules. Okay. So I would go down to the module that I don't want to hide, and you can do this for a specific assignment as well. You could hide a specific assignment or hide a specific page, but I'm going to just go in and hide a module. So let's say I want to hide this module 6. So I'm going to go down under here, this edit spot right under module 6, and I'm going to select module details. Okay, so all I have to do is up here under visibility is uncheck these buttons. Uncheck visible and table of contents, uncheck visible to students. Click done. Now see, all of this information is still here, so I didn't delete any of this. So if I wanted to put it back in later, I could, but it is hidden to students. Now just to check and double check, make sure that it worked correctly, what I like to do is come back over to the view area, and then we can see, is module 6 gone? And we can see yes it is. We go from 5 to 7. Now it would be really easy to undo that. Let's say that I instead, okay, maybe I really wanted students to see module 6. I'd come back up under syllabus. I'd go back down to module 6. Again, I would edit it and go to module details. Then I'm just going to undo what I did last time. I'm just going to re-click these buttons, hit done. Now if I double check back under the view, you'll see that module 6 is back. So that's an easy way to go about hiding a module if you ever wanted to do that. For some classes you might want to, some classes you might not want to. So I'm going to go back under syllabus now and show you how to hide a specific assignment. It's the same type of thing, but just slightly different. So let's say, for example, that I wanted to hide this 1.00 course information. I didn't want students to see that. I would just, under Module 1, I'd actually select that one that I want. Now under Edit, instead of Module Details, I'm going to do Selected Activity, because you see I have that one highlighted, so it's going to select that highlighted activity. Now again, I'm just going to unclick my Visible to Students options, hit Done, and I can double check under View that it worked correctly. So I'm going to go under Module 1 and we'll see that 1.00 is gone. It's no longer there. They go right to 1.01. And again, let's say that I decided I did want that in there. I can easily go back and change it. So again, I'm going to highlight the one that I want. I'm going to hit Edit, Selected Activity, and I'm going to recheck these visibility options and hit Done. And we'll double check under view. And we can see that 1.00 is back for students to be able to see. So that is why I suggest just editing rather than deleting. It's really easy to hide something. It's really easy to undo what you just did. If you delete something though, it can be really difficult to get it back if you decide that you want it later, and sometimes it can mess up other parts of your course. But luckily it's just very easy to hide something if you don't want students to see it. Now, adding something in is the same process. So let's go under syllabus again. That's where you would add something in just like we just did the editing. And let's say that I wanted to add in maybe a quiz. Lots of times at the beginning of the quarter, usually our principal, Mr. Beasley, likes us to have one assignment that students are really successful on right at the beginning of the quarter. So usually what I will do is I will create a little quiz that's basically just asking students about themselves, and it's an easy A, but that is one thing where I might want to add in a quiz or add in an assignment. And certainly for that first assignment, there's many different ways and different teachers do that, do different types of assignments for that. But let's say that you also wanted to add in a first initial quiz and you wanted to add that in. So I would go in where you want the quiz to go. Now if you want it under module 1, we'll have to add it here, or module 2. Since it's right at the beginning of the course, the one that I'm going to add it in under this very first folder. So I'm just going to hit add, and then I need to select what type of activity that I want to add in. There's just a regular assignment. However, for these ones, it requires students to do a Dropbox. So we can show you how to do that one as well. But if you want to make a quiz, you just select this assessment one, and that's pretty easy to do. So now we have up this new page. We'd put in what we want it to be called. So I might want it to be called my welcome survey. Now, one thing that I think is just a best practice is to save things that you're going to create over and over again. So like for example, if you want to do a welcome survey every quarter, I usually save these things to my documents, and then you see I have them listed all here, and I just open that up. I have the questions right there and I can copy and paste them over. That's something that I like to do that helps me save time, so it's something that you might want to do too. So I'm just going to copy and paste my information. And you can edit how you want this to look here. So I might want to change the font size up here. I might want to make it really big. I might want to change the font to a different one. I might want to change the color, things like that. So you can also add in files, and you can add in links and things like that. You can add in pictures, anything like that. So this is the initial page that students would see when they first came in. Now, if we want to add in the specific questions, we're going to come up over under questions. The first one, you see that you already have an area to be able to type here. You can select what type of questions you want. Is it multiple choice, short answer, essay, whatever it is. You can do custom and add in pictures if you wanted. So I'm going to select an essay question, and I'm going to go to my list of questions here and copy one over just as an example. Okay, and then students would be able to fill that out. Now let's say that I'm all done. That's all the questions I want to do. I'm just going to go back and check under this properties, see if there's anything else I want to change. And this is where you can actually add in a due date. There's different places to add in due dates as well, but you can do it from here. You can select that. And I can't do it right now because I don't have the rest of my stuff set up, but you can do that there. You can also select how much you want the assignment to be worth. So maybe I only want it to be worth 20 points. You can select if you want it to be extra credit. All of those things. So let's say that I'm all done. I've added in all the questions I wanted. Then I'm just going to go ahead and hit check, make sure all my questions are in, and hit this done button. Now we'll see that it showed up under our course syllabus. Okay, so once it's under the course syllabus, all I did was come back up under view, and I will go to the area that it was. So it's right under here, and I can see that my welcome survey is here so students can select it. Now, if you want to, you can click on it and make sure that it's working properly. So, oh, hey, okay, this is the information I put in. Perfect. Hit the start button. What it'll be like. What does it students see? And you can see what the quiz will be like that you created. So that's how you can go in and add a quiz in. You can also add other type of information. So if I go back under syllabus, as you can tell, the syllabus area is really where we do all the editing and adding for any of our courses that we want. Other types of files that I use a lot, I use this editable content a lot because this is an easy way just to put up a file in the course that you just want students to see. Not that they have to download, that they can just click on and it comes up for them. So for example, at the beginning of the school year, lots of times I like to put up a page that has my contact information or maybe pictures telling students a little bit about me or how to get to class, things like that, what our lesson times are. And an easy way to do that is to just go to the place that you want it. Now, teachers in general, we like to put things under the very first folder in the course. It's just a best practice for everybody because then no matter what class they're in, students know that all they have to do if they can't find something is to look under that first folder. So I would really suggest doing that. So let's see, I wanted to add in a page about teacher contact information. So I'm just going to hit add. I'm going to hit editable content. Again, this is one of those things that I save to my document. So I have a page here about teacher contact information so that I can just copy and paste it over. So I'm just going to copy that. Close these. And I'll make a page. So this is the title here, what students will see when they click on it. Okay, so teacher contact information. I'll paste it in. Now here is where I like to give a hyperlink to my classroom link. I know I don't have the one for this year yet, so I can't do that, but to create a hyperlink, you'd highlight what you wanted, and then there's this little one here that says insert edit link. So you'd come in and you'd paste the URL there, hit insert, and then you'd have your hyperlink right to your live classroom, right in the class first, right in the course for students. So I really suggest doing that. Again, I can mess with my font if I want to, make it different colors, make it different sizes, whatever it is that I want. That's not a very good color. Let's change that over. When I'm all done, I would just hit done. Okay, we see that it's visible for students, visible in table of contents. And we'll also see that it's now on my list here. Now if I want to, I can actually move things around by just clicking on them and holding down the mouse button. And you can see that I can move things around. So you can move things that you created. If you want to change the order in, you can certainly do that. Now to double check and make sure I did things correctly, I'll come back up under view and let's see what students see. So I'm under here under the first folder, I select on the page I just made, teacher contact information, and this is what students would see for me on that. So those are just some simple ways that you might want to use editing or adding things to your course. I really do suggest adding in information under the first folder like contact information, how to get to class, maybe things like your class link, your phone number, maybe a little bit about you, a meet your teacher page, stuff like that, that I would put under the first folder. And again, if you ever want to edit something, I would just hide it just by getting rid of the visibility, by unchecking visibility. And that way you're not messing anything up with your course and everything will be there in case you want to put it back later. Okay, so I hope that helps you understand how to add and edit things into your course. If you have any other questions about it, just let me know. Thanks.